Hey, Friday Nighters, it is Double A, one of your co hosts from the Just Another Friday Night podcast, where we talk everything in pop culture. Um, there are going to be some things that we will not be able to get to sometimes, either just depending on the topic or just not going to have a lot of time. So, this is kind of like our overtime. So, I'm going to be doing some reviews on some albums and some comic books, and I kind of want to introduce this to you guys. Again, kind of just consider it as some overtime shows. So, with it being Wednesday, today's Wednesday, for a lot of his comic book nerds, it is Comic Book Wednesday. And I kind of want to just highlight single issues, some issues that maybe you look in the bins and you're just like, well, this looks cool, but I don't want to buy it because I might not like the story. I kind of want to highlight those. But with it being the first episode, I want to go with one of my all-time favorites. It's probably a favorite of yours too. If you don't know it, you probably know it by reputation. Sandman issue one, written by Neil Gaiman, drawn by Sam Keith. It is a great first issue. It's a great introductory issue. It's a really good story, really well written, beautifully drawn. I can't say enough good things about this. Um, it's a great story. Just like I said, even this first issue, it's a really good single issue. It takes place between 1916 and 1988. This family of would-be sorcerers, they try to stop death from happening, and they try to conjure death and trap it, and instead they conjure and trap Morpheus, the Sandman. It does not go very well. They're pretty disappointed in it, but they still steal his amulets, his helmets, his bag of sand, and it has ripple effects for everyone. Some people really get pretty affected bad. Some sleep forever. Some only wake up once, twice a year. There's some people that can't go back to sleep and are pretty much like walking zombies. It's horrifying the way he draws it, the way it's written. All this time, the family's still trying to capture death, and it's not going well. Throughout the decades, the family just is they fucked up, and they know it, and they're trying to bargain with Morpheus to help them. Morpheus is no, no, I'm not gonna help you. He doesn't say anything. He just waits and waits and waits. 50s go, 60s go, 70s go, 80s go. Now Alex Burgess, the son, he's old man. He's angry. He blames his father for this. He blames Morpheus for this. They have guards surrounding him, surrounding Morpheus at all times, making sure no one goes to sleep. And one of them did. And it's just enough that Morpheus, he is close to Morpheus just enough. He invades his dream, he gets some power back, and is able to escape. And he takes his revenge. He puts Alex Burgess into a never ending nightmare where he can never wake up. And it is very horrifying. Guys, this is a really good issue. It's really fantastic. Again, it's really beautifully drawn, beautifully written. Neil Gaiman knows where he's going to go with this. He knows what direction he's going to go. It's just a fabulous first issue. I loved it immediately. I would hardly recommend. I would recommend this totally to anyone that's trying to add to their collection. You can still find it at a pretty affordable price. Um, it's just a great book, a great story, great characters. Lots of cool characters come and go in this series. It is under the DC imprint, but one of the first Vertigo titles, which me and CM just love. We love the Vertigo imprint. So I would really implore each of you to pick up the issues. Pick up trade paperbacks if you have to. If you can't find the early issues, pick up the trades. They're really good, really well written. But this is a really good single issue. You don't need to know anything about anything. Just read this issue. It's a really good story. It's really horrifying. Um, Family tried to fuck with the Sandman, and he gave him back. So I hardly recommend this. Highly recommend this. Find a copy on eBay somewhere, a collector, a comic store. They usually have these um, and read it, and you'll really enjoy it. You really enjoy the analysts. You really enjoy Neil Gaiman's work. It's a great story, but this first issue, highly recommend it. To see how this goes, I will be back next Wednesday. Recommend another good comic. If you have any recommendations, leave the comments. I don't know what story I'm going to be doing next, but I'll try to find a really good issue that maybe you guys don't know about, and I'll try to explain it. So I hope this was a good first one. We'll be back again next week. If you can't wait, we will do another episode on Friday. Just another Friday night podcast. All right, every Fridays. You can look us up at JAFN podcast on the Anchor. You can follow us on Twitter at JAFN podcast. You can look us up on Instagram at JAFN podcast. We have a Facebook, and it's again at Just Another Friday Night. Hit us up. We're on Anchor. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeart. We're on Stitcher, Breaker, iTunes, iHeart. You can follow us anywhere. So give us a try. And again, I will be back next week to review a new issue. Thanks for checking this episode out, guys. And we'll be back.